of a rough go. So moving on to that, we are going to Bristol, and then after tonight, we are headed to Kansas. I'm looking forward for the Kansas Broncos country. Let's go 200, one of my favorite titles of the season. Again, we are at Bristol Motor Speedway here tonight for the Tide Pods 50. And if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in. It's Brittle Baby. That's all I got to say. Take a peek at the points, if you will. Last week's winner, Perrin Huggins, in fourth place. The Mike DeWalt still leader. Going to take a provisional tonight. Mike DeWalt is having a great time, and I hope he's enjoying his well-deserved vacay. Sean Anderson, I do not see him here tonight in the lineup so far. He's in second place with 118 points behind. It'd be beneficial if he did come tonight, but who knows. Lucas Reed in third, Perrin Huggins fourth, Matt Albert fifth, Jonathan Militia sixth, Cody Johnson in seventh, Nathan Fuller in eighth, Brian Lucan in ninth, and rounding out our top 10 is Tyler Steiner. Take a quick moment to see if your favorite driver cracked the top 20. Let's take it down to the track. Let's welcome you in. Right along with Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. here, getting some laps in before the race. Again, a little bit of a different, and to make an alteration during the week. But they are definitely doing well. Here is our fastest man in practice so far. That is Tyler Steiner. His best is a 19.5. Right behind him is Nathan Fuller with a 19.54. Again, we had to deviate. Go to an option B, if you will, from Knoxville to Bristol. Some people liked it, some people didn't in the league, of course. And dare I say, Sean Anderson has entered the chat as he is here tonight, our second place runner. This is going to be an exciting race. I would imagine 100 laps. And yeah, before I forget, let's get you a little breakdown of tonight's race. Tonight's race is going to be 100 laps with stage breaks at the completion of lap 35 and completion of lap 50. It's going to be at night. You get one fast repair, 5 tire sets, 50% fuel capacity, damage on, cautions on, weather auto generated, and the setup being Bristol Dirt. Again, we do run a fixed setup here. And here we go for practice. And now straight into qualifying. Get you a view of the wonderful people in iRacing. Again, if you're looking for a league to join on Friday night, give us a call. The Gears Cup Series. Check out our league ID right there. It's on the iRacing UI. Go ahead and apply there. Shoot us an email. Let us know you're interested in joining the Discord. That's where we mainly operate from. As you're getting a good look here at Tyler Steiner, our fastest in practice. We'll follow him around the track for a little bit of qualifying in that Miller Lite Ford Mustang 44. And it's a little rough here in the dirt, but we're making it work. Let's see here. Take a look at his lap time, see how fast. Oh! See where he stands. Look like third place for him. Not many people here for tonight's race. Looks like we have about 10. So if you showed up, you get a top 10 here tonight. That's good for you. Good on you. Looks like Sean Anderson and number 14 in the Schulter Systems Chevy Camaro's out on the track. Going to take some qualifying laps. Yeah, if you're hanging out, thank you. If you're a driver lurking, thank you. I always appreciate the support. Love this new pinning ability. It's brittle, baby. As a wise man, or maybe not so wise man, used to say while driving from the ball pit at his local McDonald's. Just see him ending his qualifying run. Looks like it's going to put him about 4th. Looks like Cody Johnson's wall riding. That's cool. Let's get hyped for this evening's race for the Tide Pods 50. Bristol Motor Speedway. Qualifying is just about to finish up here. We will get this show on the road again next week. We are going to be at Kansas. The Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. And tonight's race should go fairly quickly. Knock on wood. Hopefully you all are having a good evening. Again, springtime, people on vacation. We have a lot of people in our Discord. People are certainly busy, I would imagine. It's Friday night. Early on in this year, 2023, in this season. Still plenty of time to make a run. Or if you're bored this Friday night and need a league to join, come and check us out. Again, last week's winner, Perrin Huggins, not here tonight. Not a big fan of Bristol Dirt, I would imagine. Looks like Cody Johnson has spun out into 3 and 4. Looks like he will call it a day. Let's get your grid here for tonight's race. 5 rows of fury. Lucas Reed, Jonathan Militia, Tyler Steiner, and Sean Anderson. Cody Johnson and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. Aiden Lund and Nate Fuller, and Matt Albert. That is your grid for tonight's Tide Pods 50. Again, very valuable points to be had here. Again, in the season, we're still early on. Almost a third of the way through it. Looks like we are officially at race 7 of the season. Again, 30 races, 30 official races of the year. All-Star race being in North Wilkesboro this season for the Winston All-Star race. Taking it back, making it classic. Hopefully you got a chance to check out where your driver is. If you've got a preference, make your pick.
Welcome everyone to the Tide Pod 50 at Bristol Dirt. We would like to apologize for the late switch. Just it was a bad scheduling thing and mixed up with our actual scouting and whatnot. Today's race is 100 laps, so we have a 35 laps for stage 1. That's complete at the start of lap 36. Second stage is 15 laps, and that's complete at the start of lap 51. Then you'll have the other 50 laps to race. One fast repair, 5 tire sets. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for your attendance.
As always, race control, Nate Williams. A little pep talk. As we'll start it here on the blimp cam to start the race. As Jonathan Militia's dad's truck pulls off,
Green flag,
we are green flag racing. Lucas Reed on the pole to start the race. Again, one fast repair. Turns 1 and 2. Pretty smooth for Jonathan Militia on the outside. He is going to take the lead. Steiner and Reed, 3 and 4, battling for position. Jonathan Militia is off and running. Oh, and he hits the wall. There's Aiden Lundback in 9th. Robert Fitzpatrick Sr. running around in 6th right now. Everybody trying to get a feel of this track. This is a different feeling.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we've got our first accident. Looks like Nate Fuller is around. See if we can find out here in our Gears Instant Replay. See what we got here going into 3 and 4. Looks like he just puts a little too much on it. And around he goes. He gets low, gets away from everybody else. Unfortunate for him, but that is what transpired here in the Gears Instant Replay. Caution number 1 here tonight. Less than 10 laps in. Jonathan Militia, your leader, as you see. Give him a little TV time here. Guy who's been here from the beginning of Gears. Very competitive race car driver. A guy who is on a similar level as I when it comes to hilariousness and comedy. Big shout out to Road Soda Motorsports, as I'm sure he's had a few road sodas before getting on tonight, as he's very self-conscious about his driving. So a man who needs no introduction, Cody Johnson. He's riding around in 4th. And I mean that sincerely as a driver here.
By the way, everyone, we just use the front stretch as pit road. We don't have to enter the back stretch.
Has an enormous I rating in iRacing. Very, very competitive driver. A guy that I can see maybe getting his stuff together here in the late stages of this race and putting together a victory and making our 7th different driver this evening, or this season. Technically this evening, because it'll be the 7th one here on the 7th Friday that we're doing it. But let's get back to work. as the pace truck is off. And we are back to green flag racing. Jonathan Militia and Lucas Reed on the front row there. Off they go in their Chevy Camaros. Oh, almost getting into each other there. 69 Skull going heavy in the paint. What is that gonna do for Lucas Reed? There's a lot of bumping and banging in the back here. Let's go by. See what we got. Fitzpatrick Sr. and Matt Albert. Side by side. Looks like Fuller has to get down low. Can't keep it together so far. That is unfortunate. Nate Fuller, a guy who I predicted early on in the season going to be a championship contender, has had some rough luck. Hopefully he can turn that around quickly. Militia looks like a natural. Just letting it all hang out.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And we have another caution flag. This time looks like it's going to be Aiden Lund. Get a peek here on the Gears instant replay. All right, and unfortunately, it looks like he just got a little too heavy in the paint with it. Look on the outside and just whipped it right around. That is unfortunate for him. That is indeed what happened here on the Gears instant replay. Caution number 2. Again, 5 sets of tires. 1 fast repair. Fuel capacity is half of what it normally would be. It has all been the 69 here tonight. It's been the 69 Skull Show. Right behind him there's Lucas Reed. Our Daytona 250 winner. Sean Anderson this year winning over at Dover, the Monster Mile 200. I mean, 2 weeks ago now, getting his first win of the year again. 6 different winners so far. There's a couple guys in here that could repeat here tonight, but there's a very good chance that we may have our 7th different winner of the season. The truck lights appear to be off. We get ready for green flag racing. Again, don't hesitate to reach out if you're interested in joining the league. There's the information on your screen as the pace truck is off and we are back to green flag racing with the Gears Cup Series. Jonathan Militia gets out to his lead, but Reed overdid it coming out of 2. That tail end of the car just whipped back to the right. Johnson into the wall back here. We're going to go back here and check this out. Let's see what's happening here. Nate Fuller trying his best to get back out towards the front. Looks like Cody Johnson almost in the wall. He saves it, or almost into the inside wall, but he saves it. It's a shot at Nathan Fuller, South Carolina native. Blimp cam is probably the best way Really? And they touch and they go around, and
Yellow
we
flag
have
is
our
out.
third caution of the evening. Nathan Fuller and Cody Johnson get into it. Let's back it up. Who needs Gears Instant Replay when you've got this right here, witnessing it here live? Going into 3, gets a good run. Johnson goes high, tails around.
Try to make some green
Nathan
flag
Fuller
laps.
nowhere to go. The bad luck continues. And that is unfortunate. Cody Johnson, certainly nothing malicious there, just a racing deal. Again, we'll take a look at it again one more time. I mean, Nathan Fuller was cooking. Got that inside line and right in the door. Can only imagine how you'd feel if that happened in real life, getting hit in the door like that. Definitely getting my attention. Third caution of the evening. Thank you so much for hanging out. Let's see if I can get a caution call.
I can hear you. I mean, all I can say is the guy went sideways in front of me, and I had nowhere to go. You can't turn on the dirt. Once you're going, and he slid down in front, and there was nowhere to go. So, track's gotten super slick compared to practice. So, just trying to figure out the line when the whole thing's an ice skating rink. Oh, I did. I was meatballed.
That is unfortunate. Had to use a fast repair. Has more bad luck coming in. I do hope things turn around here for you. Going green flag race here shortly. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us.
And thank you.
That was Nathan Fuller. My mic was muted for part of that, but at least you heard his voice. That was more important. Jonathan Militia and Lucas Freed on the front row. The pace truck is off, and we are back to green flag racing here, the Gears Cup Series. Lucas Reed losing the weed. And he's almost banging into somebody else. Nate Fuller there with Matt Albert, Robert Fitzpatrick. This is a battle for second here. Jonathan Militia so far away, doesn't even matter at this point. Tyler Steiner there actually is in second. Nathan Fuller has bullied his way back up front after taking a call with me. That's certainly something to be said about that for the end of the stage. Stage points will be aplenty for Militia, Steiner, Fuller, and Albert. They have to keep it together.
Yellow flag is out.
And what happened to our race leader? Let's find out. Looks like we should be all right there. Looks like they're going to call a caution because it's the stage. Jonathan Militia going to win that. See if they go into pit or not. It's unfortunate that there was a few cautions here tonight so far, but it's to be expected when it's Bristol dirt.
Got you, Tyler.
He wants to wing it in the one.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, for hanging out for the Gears Tide Pods 50 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Happy to have you tagging along. Tyler Steiner and Jonathan Militia going to be on the front row. Again, Tyler Steiner, the fastest one in practice. That Rusty Wallace throwback, it is a sweet machine of the 44, that is. Fuller and Albert in row 2. Reed and Anderson in row 3. Again, a battle of attrition tonight. Took some laps on it here a couple days ago. I really like this track, but at times it can be finicky.
Green flag.
And we are back to Green Flag Race for the Tide Pods 50 at Bristol. Jonathan Militia, let's give him some more love. Deservingly. Oh, and we saw a crash behind us. There's some wrecking and
Yellow.
spinning. Oh, no. Oh, and Aiden Lunn involved in that as well. That is unfortunate. Let's back it up. Looks like we're going into that turn all right. Like Fuller gets down into Reed a little bit. Albert brakes.
Pace car on the backstretch.
Looks like you're good for just a moment. And then Aiden Lunn getting the unfortunate short end of the stick.
Just so you know. It's probably going to be a one-lap shootout.
As Matt Albert said, he's an admin here. This is unfortunate. We were hoping we would see a little bit more of a cleaner race. But again, this is early on in the season. Everybody's still getting to know everybody.
Sorry for you.
You're all right.
Hope you have a great beverage in hand. We might be in for a longer one than we
taking the
proposed.
outside, Tyler.
Hopefully not.
I got you.
But if you hear the unscrewing of a jar, don't mind me.
Honestly, surprised you didn't get me going in one. The outside has a lot more grip than the inside on the restart.
I'm really struggling right now.
Unfortunately for Nathan Fuller there,
You're fast.
that might have hurt him a little bit more than what he wanted. He might have some repairs.
that was
See
whenever
where he's
the
at.
track was fresh. After it got some rubber laid down on it, it went to shit for me.
Looks like he might be MIA here for the moment.
be a one-lap shootout for the stage, guys.
You heard him, a one-lap shootout to the break for stage 2.
Green, green, green.
And we are back to green flag racing. Give Militia your winner of stage 1. Steiner struggling out of 2. Matt Albert trying to make a run of it. Lucas Reed right there as well in that incident before, but that is not stopping him from going after second place.
Yellow flag is out.
And that was a wild ride for second place. While they're going to the break here, kind of just want to take a look at one thing, if we may, on that last accident here, just to see what happened. Let's bring it back in here. We'll try to slow it down, play it a little slow. See what we get on the replay. Goes into 1 and 2. Yeah, and it looks like Nathan Fuller just got into Lucas Reed. I don't think there's anything you could have done right there. He got a good run out of 2, but it kind of didn't work out the way it should have, probably. Let's go back to it one more time. Let's see what we got.
Race control. Can I get a EOL, please?
Looks like, yeah. Little bump
Thank
with
you.
Steiner. But not sure. That is unfortunate. Well, what can you do? Sean Anderson looks like he is going to be our leader going into the final stage here. Militia had one stage 2. Getting happy you could be here on this Friday night.
14, you taking the top?
He's taking.
Green flag, green flag.
And we are off and running. I don't know what happened there on the restart, but we are off and running. Matt Albert to the inside. Say hello, Matt Albert. Rocket League Ford Mustang 61, and he taps the wall. That is unfortunate. Here comes Jonathan Militia. To the inside he goes. I hear him bashing and banging in the back. Oh, look at this. Lucas Reed trying to get it back. It's exciting stuff. You wouldn't think there's many cars on the track, but these guys are getting down and dirty and frisky. I don't know why I said it like that, but we're doing it. Oh, Matt Albert couldn't contain himself. He is going to give way to Tyler Steiner, Lucas Reed, Sean Anderson back there now in 5th. And Jonathan Militia has checked out for now.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And another caution. Looks like Aiden Lund. Let's see what happened to him. I think here's
Ace
just
car, backstretch.
more needed seat time. Yeah, that is unfortunate. At least he got down, got out of the way. Didn't affect anybody else's race. That is good. So we go back green here. We'll ride along. I'm going to randomly pick a driver. I don't know how I'll do that, but I'll figure it out in a matter of moments. In fact, let's ride along with our race leader, Jonathan Militia, on the restart here as they get ready to go green. Lights in the truck are still on as he cracks the wall. Good Lord. I can't even put him on the screen without him running into stuff.
Lucas, you're ahead of me.
Sorry. I was looking at something.
I'm going to turn it up to 11.
Gonna have another one-lap shootout for the stage win, guys.
Taking the outside, Tyler.
Gotcha.
Can't we do that?
Green, green, green.
I don't think that we can't make that call at this point. No, I hear what you're saying. I'd love to.
Here is for stage 2, excuse me. So 4 was for stage 1, this is for stage 2. And now you have your stage 2 winner of Jonathan Militia, and he's going to go around. What in the actual world?
both times, as soon as the stage caution comes out, John fucks up.
Oh, dude, and I got the stage winner. God,
Pretty decent.
you see that? And he lost it.
Did it make you give up the track position still?
Yes. It's alright. I have to pass the car out.
You do have the fast
It's
car.
pretty wild here
I
tonight
just have to make sure.
as the stage winner then
No more
proceeds
scheduled
to
cautions.
wipe out. Now ends up in 7th. Have to march his way back up to the front. Looks like Steiner's going into pit. See who joins him. Anybody else? Any takers? No. Track position key here. And Steiner has struggled. Matt Albert going to lead us around to start the final stage. Again, next week we will be at Kansas for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200.
Why you gotta chirp me on my misclick, dude? That's just rude.
Just don't misclick and throw a caution when we don't need it, as if we haven't had enough of those. I'm gonna take the top.
Yes, sir.
Matt Albert is going to lead us off for what I hope would be the finality of cautions. John Militia's dad's rewrap pace truck set up for Bristol, Tennessee. Off, and we
Green,
are
green.
off and away. Matt Albert leading the charge going into one. Good time for our crank it up session. riding along with Matt Albert. Cruising in third. Let's look up by Lucas Reed. Jonathan Militia battling for position. Lucas Reed almost losing it. Holding it together. Just inside of 40 laps to go. Jonathan Militia, our leader.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And another yellow flag. Let's find out why. Good evening, X Factor Mike. Hopefully you're having a good time. We are trying to. But it's unfortunate. Nonetheless, it's racing. It's a Friday night. Yep, looks like he just got out and around. Very smart call to get to the bottom of the track. Jonathan Militia, Lucas Reed, Matt Albert, Tyler Steiner, and Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., your top 5. It has been all Jonathan Militia all night so far. Thank you, Kat. Lucas Reed battling as well. Again, Lucas Reed, one of the 6 winners here this year. Daytona 250 took home the checkered flag in a Fruity Pebbles car. Very cool to see. Trying to get a win here tonight. Again, if they showed up, very good chance they finish in the top 5. All they have to do is keep the race green and clean the rest of the way.
Lucas, I want the top.
That is most definitely what she said. As the pace truck lights are off, we will begin our march to the end. Can Tyler Steiner find his stroke and get back there up in front, as he was the fastest in practice, qualified 3rd? It's been all Jonathan Militia. Lucas Reed, Matt Alberts made an appearance. Pace truck is in, and we are green flag racing for the Tide Pods 50 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. It is Brittle Baby. Down into the inside goes Jonathan Militia to try to get some of that nice dirt at the bottom. And he got a good line going on right now. Matt Albert there in 2nd, Lucas Reed in 3rd, as you see at the bottom of your screen. Again, trying to get inside of 30 laps. It's been a rowdy one here tonight. plenty. They go 3 abreast in a turn. Getting a little wide does Albert and Reed, allowing Steiner to get up there a little bit, make up some ground, battling for that 3rd position. Albert to the inside, and they touch. They bang doors. Ooh, Sean Anderson getting a little bit of trouble in the pits on the backstretch. That ultimately is going to cost him his night of possibly being on the lead lap. Good battle here as Militia, Reed, Steiner, Albert, and Johnson. Putting Matt Albert in 5th is Cody Johnson as he heads up into 4th and is continuing the march to get 3rd. Looks like Johnson has figured something out. And he is marching now. Going around the high side. Oh, overdrives it just a touch. Allowing Matt Albert a little bit of room. As we are cooking inside 30 laps to go. Everybody's just got to keep it together. And I know more say that and see some troubling sights. 3 and 4. As this is the battle for 3rd we're watching. Johnson Militia looking to put Sean Anderson a lap down. See if he's able to.
Yellow.
We have another caution. Not sure what that one was about. But we have it. That is good news for Sean Anderson.
Pace car, backstretch.
That was my bad on that, Matt. I lost it.
No problem. We're good.
So it looks like Militia, Reed, Steiner, Johnson, and Fitzpatrick, your top 5. And getting close to the end of this one. Looks like Steiner and Johnson will pit. Looks like Anderson as well. It's going to allow Fitzpatrick to move up. Again, following this race, we will be at Kansas next week for the Broncos Country Let's Ride 200. Broncos Country. Now, I will admit, I'm not a Broncos fan, but one of the cringiest statements of all time deserves a race. Especially out of the Gears Cup Series. Why not? Jonathan Militia, Lucas Reed, Robert Fitzpatrick Sr., Cody Johnson, Matt
Race
Albert.
control, put me in the back, please.
Fitzpatrick asking to be put to the back. Looks like Militia's going to take the high side on the restart. We are almost home here tonight.
Outside, Lucas.
All right, lights are off. That means we're going to go back green flag racing right now to
Green's
determine
out.
who's
Green
going
flag,
to win
green flag.
the Tide Pods 50 here at the Gears Cup Series. Militia off and away. Reed hits the wall, allowing Matt Albert some space to the inside. He's going to take it. Gets a little wonky through the turn, but he's able to clear it. Reed gets a great run going into 1 and 2. And just inside 20 laps to go to make it 18 is Jonathan Militia. Can he bring it home?
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
And Robert Fitzpatrick spins around, coming out of 4. And by the time we go green flag racing, we'll have just under 15 laps to go.
That was me. Wasn't needed, race control.
Tell that to the game. It's been screwing us all night.
I mean, thanks for the caution, but yeah, that one's on me. I was trying to do the donut thing.
Yeah, we can do that. I don't see why not.
There's 15 laps.
Yeah, as long as Nate knows the command for it. Oh, well, then I mean, yeah, if you guys want, we can announce it to them that we're gonna shorten caution.
We are going to be shortening the caution sequence through this.
Well, shit.
Outside, Lucas.
Let the 3 car by.
Hang on, we're not going green.
We're extending it one more lap.
Green flag, green flag.
That means we are green flag racing with 13 laps to go at the line. Militia is your leader. Lucas Reed in second, Matt Albert in third, but here comes everybody else. Sean Anderson on the lead lap, back at it. Again, top 5 will do you good if you can get it. I imagine we might see one more caution as they're really turning up the heat. Lucas Reed going at Jonathan Militia, but he doesn't really have a whole lot for him. Looked like Militia overdrove it just a little bit. Steiner and Anderson touch. Steiner trying to keep it together, and around he goes. That is unfortunate.
Sean said sorry, 44.
You're good.
Gonna be shortening the caution again.
Will I be able to pit or no?
Yes, you should have enough time to pit.
Hang on, we're not going green.
Outside.
Race is just about over. Just about the finito. Lucas Reed, Jonathan Militia on the front row. Militia is your leader and will lead us to the start.
Pass me on the high side, please, Sean.
Thank you.
Here we go. Pace truck is off, and let's
Green's out.
get
Green
to
flag.
the
Green flag.
conclusion of the Tide Pods 50. 8 laps to go. It has been rough all night long on these drivers. Jonathan Militia loses it. Lucas Reed is now your leader. 7 laps to go. Jonathan Militia really has to dig deep if he wants to win this race now. Lucas Reed, your Daytona 250 winner. Could he be your Tide Pods 50 winner? 6 laps to go. 5 when we cross the start-finish line next time by. Oh, and Robert Fitzpatrick
Yellow,
missed
yellow,
the
yellow.
safety cans. What luck for
We'll be
Jonathan
shortened again.
Militia. Oh, dear Lord. Who will it be this evening?
Hang on, we're not going green.
We are getting close now, down to the end. Lucas Reed, your leader in a wild turn of events. But Jonathan Militia catching a break.
I'm taking the high side.
Lucas Reed taking the high side. Taking that away from Militia is key. Again, this is going to be a green-white checker
Going good with 2
situation.
to go. We have 5 green-white checkered attempts, so let's try to get it done now.
Lights are off. Lucas Reed will take us down for what could preferably be a green-white checkers. And we are off and running. Militia to the inside, Reed to the outside. Gets a good run, Jonathan Militia out in front. Crossing the line, we're going to have one more lap to go on the final lap. Who's going to win the Tide Pods 50? Is it going to be Jonathan Militia? Is it going to be Lucas Reed? To the backstretch, to 3 and 4. Reed giving it all she's got. Not going to be enough. Your winner of the Tide Pods 50 is going to be Jonathan Militia. Jonathan Militia. Your Tide Pods 50 winner.
Thanks for sticking with us through all that, guys.
There's a
Yes,
good
Mo
chance
will
that
get
might have
him
been
on.
yours' only dirt race, so thanks for participating.
See if we can get in him on a call.
Can we all
here.
do burnouts because it's the end?
Feel free.
Good race, everybody. Good win, Militia.
All right, I am back live here tonight with the Tide Pods 50 winner, Jonathan Militia. Congratulations on being the 7th different winner in this season. Going into Kansas next week, this is a big momentum swing for you. Kind of take us through your evening and how that all led up to it. I mean, we talked about you spinning out there after winning that stage, but you dominated all night. You won every stage.
Yeah, I don't know. The track was pretty loose the whole time. I don't know. I was able to stick to bottom while everyone else couldn't. I feel like that was the only real reason why I had pace tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of your car here up night on our broadcast, but Lucas Reed seemed to really try to have something for you there at the end. Were you ever worried at all as far as him catching you and possibly pulling away from you?
Yeah, I mean, like he was strong all night, so it's just kind of what it is if it came down to it. I mean, I wasn't trying to do anything dirty. That's the same thing with him. So it's like if it came down between us, I would be fine with that than rather than 5 people. So I wasn't too worried if I got second.
Oh, sure. Well,
Points.
congratulations to you.
I'm digging from the bottom.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you finally get to make some races, and you really are starting to show good form going into the middle of the season because we haven't even touched the third of the season yet. Next week at Kansas, I know you're going to be up front if you're there. Again, congratulations. 7th different winner this season. Couldn't ask for any better of a start for you. Congratulations.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. And that is going to be it here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway. Again, your winner tonight is going to be Jonathan Militia, the Tide Pods 50 winner. So glad that you could have made it. If not, if you're watching on the playback, thank you so much again. Thank you for all the follows, likes, and all that jazz. So have a great evening. Enjoy your weekend. And thank you for watching the Gears Cup Series only on the Horseboat Network.